everybody, welcome to BrickVault. My name's Jack. Today I am particularly happy because we've got a really big, awesome Batman movie set. I've been waiting to open this up for a very long time. This is the Batcave break-in. The set is recommended for ages 8 to 14. It is set number 70909 and it has 1,047 pieces. Included are 7 minifigs. 3 of them are just the Batman alternate batsuits, but they look amazing. And we also get a couple of penguins. Well, they're the henchmen of the penguin. There seems to be a lot of great functions within the Batcave build here. Really excited to check out that computer setup. And the set comes with a couple of water-themed vehicles. I'm really stoked to get this thing open. All right, let's see how many bags are inside. Alright, so the box includes 8 bags. None of them are repeat bags. They all seem relatively decent size. None of them are too big, too small. This should be a relatively well organized and fast build. We've got a single loose rock piece and 1 very large manual. I'm super excited. Let's get started now. Alright, so the set is complete. There is so much awesome stuff going on here with the Batcave and the 2 different vehicles, but I gotta say a huge highlight for me are the new minifigs, so I think I'm gonna start off by talking about these guys. The first being Batman. Now his torso piece is almost the same as several other Batman torsos we've had in the past, but because he comes with that new belt piece, it no longer needs to be printed on the actual Batman figure. And I gotta say, the actual piece to make up the belt was a really good choice on Lego's part. I think it looks excellent. And I hope they go forward by using this piece on Batman figures that are released in the DC Superheroes collections as well. His facial expressions are also new, just like the Lego Batman movie from the actual Lego movie. There's a black strip on his forehead with the outlines of the white eyes to kind of show a little bit more expression on the figure, and it works really well. He comes with a soft cloth cape and a couple of batarangs. This is the first time we're getting a Lego Batman movie version of Bruce Wayne. He comes in a great print for a white tux with a red flower. He's also got himself a bow tie, as well as some nice slicked back hair. A couple of nice expressions. The one with the wink is really, really excellent. But I think the best part about Batman with this set is that he has his 3 alternate suits. We saw a number of them in the trailer for the Batman movie. At this point, the movie hasn't actually come out yet. But anyways, some of the alternate bat suits include Raging Bat. This is of course a play on words with Raging Bull. This is the boxer bat suit. He looks like he could be the most simple of the 3 new suits, but I think he might actually be one of the more complex figures. He has both dual molded legs and printing on the sides of the legs to show the stripes on his shorts. His belt has been changed up to also kind of match up what boxing short belts look like, and he comes with purple gloves, and because this is a suit, he doesn't have a Batman face, but instead just a white minifigure head. Of course, you can change out the Batman head with any of these figures, and now it's just Batman wearing his different suit. Awesome fig, but we've got one that's really iconic. I think people are really gonna like this figure. This is the Bat Pack suit, a play on words with the Rat Pack. So it follows that very sort of classic, high-style 1950s suit. It's a gold suit with an excellent detailing to show the bow in the shape of a pink bat bow tie. That was something I didn't notice initially from the pictures, and it looks awesome in the front here. It's got detailing for showing some sparkles all along the arms in the front and the back. The bat mask is also in pearl gold, which looks great and matches up wonderfully with the bit of gold on the mic that he's holding. And I do wish this detailing was on both sides of the cape, but the inside of this bat cape is also completely shiny reflective gold. They did an excellent job making this figure, and he is gonna look awesome in our Lego Batman display. But hold on, we're not quite there yet. This is a scuba suit Batman, or it's just a scuba bat suit. But anyways, this isn't actually the first time we've gotten a scuba Batman minifig. This guy does look a lot better than the other version. I like the color combination of nice deep blue and bright orange. The printing for his body is the most minimal, but you can see that his utility belt comes in orange, as well as the scuba mask. These are new colors for this print, and I think the only set where these pieces come out in this color, which might make this guy the most expensive of any of the Batmans in this set. That's just a hunch, only time will truly tell, but here are all of the new Batmans, including Bruce Wayne, and they've pretty much filled up our Batman display set already. I honestly didn't think we'd have to be expanding this thing so soon, but yeah, that's pretty much how this is gonna go, and there are a lot more Lego Batman movie sets that we haven't opened yet. Anyways, the great minifigs don't actually end with Batman. Here is Alfred. Wonderful detailing for his torso, shows a vest and a jacket and a tie. Everything you'd expect from Alfred. He comes with a white bow tie, a little bit smaller actually than the bow tie Bruce Wayne is wearing. It's a different mold, and he comes with a mold that shows his balding hair. I've always got mixed feelings about showing sort of the bald round top with minifigs. I suppose that is just the way Lego is going with it. I think it does look good on Alfred, though I think it is a little bit unnecessary, and he comes with cloth tailcoats. Wonderful fig. And let's check out our villain. I think this is the best version of Penguin we've gotten in Lego. The fur coat piece that goes around his shoulders fits the character wonderfully. It really looks excellent, even from the back. The printing shows a sort of chubby suit Penguin that's got his vest that looks like it's almost busting open, and you can see a handkerchief and even cufflinks printed onto the arms. I believe that is a new mold that makes up his gigantic top hat. It's got a lot more character than the old top hat, and he's got the one single expression that looks, well, incredibly evil, and I like that they made his skin a light aqua blue. I believe the umbrella piece is also a new mold, looks great, and he comes with two Penguin helpers. His evil sort of, I always thought they're mechanically enhanced evil penguins, and in this iteration of the evil penguins, that aspect about them is not subtle at all. Before we used to get the Lego built penguins, which I always really liked the look of, but I can see why they veered away and used a single mold now with the little red eyes, and then attached a bunch of mechanical stuff to the back. If it was all made of Lego and at this small scale, I don't know how much of the evil mechanical penguin would actually translate over. I think they look great. They're very comical looking, actually kind of creepy looking, but it is kind of too bad because they have trouble standing up if they're not plugged into any studs. Okay, I've talked up all of the figures now. Let's check out the actual set, which is still awesome. It's got a lot of stuff going for it. This is the main section, the Batman control room, the main control center. He's got a big computer console in front of his swivel chair in the front. Lots of stickers. If you guys don't like stickers, well, this whole part in the front really isn't gonna be your thing, but it looks excellent. I mean, it doesn't bother me at all. There's a lot of buttons and lights and panels. The build for the swivel chair itself is good, and the only thing that I don't like about this central section is that this little breakaway bridge here that is supposed to show that sort of long bridge that you see in Batman's Batcave doesn't actually quite have enough tension to keep itself up if you wanted to have it sort of extending out. It naturally falls to the bottom, but I suppose that is a small detail to notice. Anyways, when you look further forward, here I believe is what his defense system would be like. You can twist either of these knobs and some of his batarangs appear. That's a nice little feature in case somebody enters the Batcave or breaks in, like the scenario in this set. And the greatest build, though, is this giant bat-shaped computer, or the monitors, I should say. All the detailing for it looks good. I don't care if they're stickers. The monitors themselves are set up in a way that show the bat symbol. And if you'd like to change the shape of the wings, they are ratcheted joints, so you can kind of tilt them in or out a little bit to your liking. Now, the play area that makes up the Batcave is set up into what I would call 4 sections. We just checked out the main one in the middle. That is the first one. And if we go to the right, this is our sort of transformation section, and it's very simple. You can just place the Batman minifig and the Bruce Wayne minifig on either side of this rotating wall, and it's supposed to show Batman sort of changing into his, or Bruce Wayne changing into his Batsuit. One thing I would like to point out here, and well, basically all along this build for the Batcave, is that the detailing itself looks pretty good. I'm not gonna say it is as well put together as the 1960s Batcave set, but then again, this set is nowhere near as big or as expensive. One thing that I thought that they kept kept consistent and looks consistently good is the track that goes all along the outer border. So if we go up this area behind the central bat computer and then down the other side, it all kind of matches very well, keeps the set sort of looking consistent throughout all the different sections. And well, now we're on the other side, so this is the third section, and it's the jail. According to the scenario on the box, it looks like Batman has caught some of the penguins, evil penguins. So you can guess that when the villain comes back to get his comrades, there is a destruction function to blow them out of the back of the prison instead of opening up the front doors. It's as simple a destruction function as it gets, but very effective. And here is what I think might be a lot of people's favorite aspect of the Batcave set, maybe aside from the bat computer, and that is the display that has the bat suits. The function works extremely well. I mean, the knob kind of sticks out in kind of a very obvious way, but you can fit 7 different bat suits onto the display if you like. It comes with 3, but if you are a Batman collector like ourselves, it's not hard to fill that space up, and then the alternate suit rig starts looking really cool. Anyways, let's move on to the vehicles, and I think I actually like the Penguin's vehicle a little bit more than the Batboat, so let me look at this one first. This I thought from a distance was just a water vehicle, but of course it's got 6 wheels on the bottom, so I'm gonna guess it is amphibious. The build for the duck looks great. Honestly, if you took out all this crazy mechanical weaponry and stuff off the sides, this would look fine as a little baby duck as an actual build with very little modification, but when you add everything in the front, we've got the floodlights in the front, a couple of flick missiles, as well as some nicely hidden stud shooters, and of course the cartoonishly large rockets on either side, or maybe they're torpedoes. This thing looks both adorable and kind of a formidable weapon to go up against. The Penguin sort of stands in there very easily, or you can lean him back in his purple chair, and the Ducky seems to be powered by a propeller in the back. Not too many amphibious vehicles that we get in LEGO, and it's appropriate that it comes in the shape of a rubber ducky if you ask me. Now here is the Batboat. Though I do like the Ducky just for it being kind of ridiculous and wacky, this thing is a great looking build. It's extremely solid, minus the little telescope gun pieces that stick out in the front. I've knocked them off a few times on accident, but other than that, everything really does stick on very well. In fact, you could probably drop this thing from a considerable height and very few pieces would fall off of it. The shape of the boat looks wonderful. It's very, very sleek. It's got a gigantic big cockpit, which I always think is a plus in play sets. It's really easy to get the minifig in and out, and if you really wanted, I think you could fit 2 minifigs into this boat. The control panel is a sticker once again, but simple and effective. You can see the sort of stats for the boat or something like that. But something that I think is extremely effective is the look of the boat from the back. It's got one gigantic jet engine, which is perfectly appropriate for a Batman vehicle, and it's just got sort of the right amount of fins and little spikes sticking out, and I think they just sort of nailed the idea of having a sleek and extremely powerful vehicle for Batman. This really does make a good Batman sort of speedboat. I do kind of wish that they had a fire piece to stick out of the back. I know Ninjago's been producing some great fire pieces, and if you just put one of them in here, then yeah, that totally ties the look together. But yeah, I think with all of that, that is the entire set. There's one thing I didn't do, and that is really talk about the back of the Batcave. If you spin it around, I gotta say there isn't really a whole lot of detailing going on. I do like the sort of rocky bit that's behind the transformation section, and I can understand them sort of keeping the color palette similar to the breakaway wall on the other side, but this is undeniably a set that really isn't supposed to be seen from the back. So anyways, okay, yeah, now here is the whole set together. We've got a bunch of great minifigs. I know people are really gonna like all the different Batman suits. I certainly do. This is a very large play area. There's plenty of little functions to be had within the actual Batcave, and lots of great scenarios with the villains and the vehicles. And all in all, I'd say this is a very successful set. This is the first one that I've built out of all the new LEGO Batman movie sets, and it has definitely set the tone sort of for me really expecting some awesome stuff coming from this line. All right, that is it for this episode, everyone. Thanks a lot for watching. I've left a link, or there will be a link in the video description below very soon, to buy the set if you want to pick it up. And if you enjoy our content, you can always like or subscribe. Do what you want to do. I really do like making these set review videos for you guys, and we'll see you next time at BrickVault.